Cultural appropriation is when someone takes something from one culture and makes it their own.
Do you take offence when you see another race adapting to something of your own?
It depends how they present it. Like, let's say they take something and they don't like mention the culture they took it from, so they're just taking full credit for it. But other than that, no, I don't take offence because like they're kind of complimenting my culture.
Do you use things from another race or another culture, such as hairstyles, clothing, anything?
Well, obviously, because I live in England, I do adapt to the culture. So, like for example, to the food, etc., I do adapt to that. Just like when I travel to other countries, I also adapt to their culture. I don't see it as cultural appropriation, but I see it as more like adapting the culture.
Okay, and I'm trying to think. Do you think in the fashion industry there should be more black models wearing African wear and like more Asian models wearing Asian wear? Do you feel like each culture should be modelling their own clothing, or do you feel because there's mainly, you know, like white Caucasian males modelling African wear, do you find that fair? Like, do you think they should change that?
I don't think it's fair, but at the same time, it's the fact like Africans do model their clothes, but they don't make it big like other like like wearing like I don't know H&M clothes or whatever. So I think it's the matter of advertising, and yeah, that's all I can say to be honest. And also no, it's not right the fact that someone that's non-African advertising African clothes, because the African person would know more about it and would know how to like present it more than another person. And yeah.
What do you think about Kylie Jenner? And do you think that she steals from the black culture, or do you like think it's because
She steals from the black culture? What do you mean?
like the way she wears cornrows and she'll be listening to rap music, and do you?
I wouldn't necessarily call it stealing, but
What do you think about that?
I like it in a way because she's embracing other cultures as well. I think her rocking out braids or whatever doesn't mean she's stealing, but she's adapting to other cultures. I don't know, maybe depending on her friends, or I know her best friend is not white, she is like mixed race or whatever. So she might be adapting from her side. Yeah, I wouldn't call it stealing. When I went to India, by the way, I had a great trip, but when I came back, I bought like cultural stuff such as clothes, jewelry, shoes, etc. And when I came back to London and I wore it, like my own people from my country were looking down at me because it seemed like something as if I like dissed my own culture and started going into another culture. So I found that very disappointing, to be honest, because we should be able to embrace other cultures as well and not just our own. Yeah.
Do you want to like give a final message to anyone about cultural appropriation? And if you think it's wrong or right?
I think you guys should look into like other cultures as well and think outside the box more and explore a bit more, and not just look into your own culture, but appreciate other cultures. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now.
Alright, thank you.